Okay. Wow, I look beat. And not in like the makeup industry term.
Oh, like beat your face.
Yeah, I did not. I look like.
Well, you were just painting for 2 hours.
I was in WeHo this morning.
Yeah.
Drove here.
Yeah.
Then painted.
Yeah.
And then Emily was like, by the way, remember you have a job? And I was like, oh no.
Fun little fact.
Gotta pay them bills. Hi. Welcome to All Things Internet, a show where we talk about things we see on the internet that usually have to do with the internet. Mainly we just see things. They don't have to do with the internet, really. It's just that we see them on the internet. And Emily tries her gosh darndest to be politically correct and fact check all the things I deem necessary. I'm Rachel Ballinger.
I'm Emily Brostaff.
And I had a sip of coffee.
All right, explain why we're in the bedroom instead of on the couch.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Okay, because usually we record on the couch with the iMac out in the living room.
Yeah.
Emily moved the iMac into our guest room because
my bedroom.
Our guest room.
My bedroom, so keep going.
Because there's an actual desk with a legit good office chair in here, and her back was hurting. So the iMac was in here. Also, we took apart the couch to wash it because it smelled like dog doo-doo. So we don't know why, Emily. So our normal setup would have taken us too long to get there. And I was like, want to do it on the bed? And she said, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end.
The bed was here. The computer was here.
I like a bed.
There's good lighting. Our posture is just going to be trash.
My posture's always trash. You could put me on one of those little thingies that, like, when you put your hands up, you go upside down.
Yeah.
I would still have trash posture.
Oh. Well, same.
Duh.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Do I have makeup on? No,
Yeah.
I have mascara on.
Yes, you do.
I can't rub my eye.
No.
I wanted to.
But you just did.
And is it everywhere?
No, you're good.
Okay. How you doing today, Em?
Good. We had fun this weekend.
We did. We went to San Diego and see the battery's already low. I brought in an extra battery and she's like, this one's full. And I was like, you don't know. And she didn't know.
I didn't know, apparently.
I win. Okay. Anyway. Hi. So, yep. What was that?
I pulled the mic by accident.
Oh, that's going to fall. One sec.
Sorry.
All right. So this weekend, we went to San Diego together. You, me, Abby, Joy, Dylan, Suka, and went and saw my sister's Miranda Sings show. This was the first time I'd ever sat in the audience for the entire show.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times I've snuck in the audience, but then I go back and forth because I've been in a few bits. But I missed sound check because we sat in traffic for 5 hours. Should have been a 3 hours drive. Took 5 hours to get there. So I missed sound check. So I wasn't in the show. Wasn't really expecting to be, though, because I didn't talk to my sister about it. But I got to watch, and it's a new show. She since COVID has made a new show, and it was phenomenal, and I loved it.
It was so good.
Yeah, Joy was just...
Oh my God. Joy's reaction was just as good as the show. Like, watching her,
Yes.
she was crying,
Yes.
laughing.
Abby afterwards, she's like, I was like, she knew who we were before we started dating, but then now she's just known my sister as my sister.
Yeah.
Like, and she goes, it was so, like, eye-opening to see that, like,
Right.
how talented she truly is. I was like, you know, there's a reason she's so famous. She's
Right.
really talented and really funny, and she's really good at improv. I was amazed. She's like, I knew your sister's amazing. I knew she was talented, but like to see it with my eyeballs,
Right.
you got to go to a show. Just go to one of her shows. They're amazing.
So good.
Yeah, you don't understand until you go. Like, Joy was like, I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, when we stepped away, I was like, what did you really think about it? And she was like, no, it was amazing. I was like, okay, cool.
I know.
Sometimes I think I'm biased because I'm biased, but no, it's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then, and then the next day I went to a blindfold restaurant in WeHo and went out last night in WeHo with Abby, but you came home and watched my dogs. And
worked. Not for you for once, though. I mean, I wrote the show, but I did emails for my other clients.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah.
That was our weekend. That was my day. That's how I'm going. How you going?
Yeah, that was good.
Great.
Except your dumb fire alarm kept going off last night. Also, if anything, carbon monoxide or fire had happened in this house last night, I would have perished because I ripped every alarm out of your wall last night.
Noticing there is no fire detector in this
Oh
room.
my God. Yeah. I couldn't figure out which one it was because, okay, so I'm fully deaf in my right ear, which means I can't tell which direction sounds are coming from.
Yeah.
So I was walking around your house with my good ear tipped up like this, trying to figure out which alarm it was, but it like echoes.
Yeah.
And so I just ripped all of them out. Oh, and wrapped them in kitchen towels and shoved them in the couch cushions. So
Instead of just taking the batteries out.
I did, and one of them kept going. I took the battery out, and then it kept going.
Oh, there are some smoke detectors have a backup system in them.
Yeah. So that was my night, but I still got a full 6 hours. So
Full 6 hours.
thriving.
Amazing. All right. What's in the news this week? Tell me what's what.
All right, here we go.
What are the words to that song?
I don't know, which is why I sing it like that. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there is a very successful YouTuber / Twitch streamer /
Rachel Ballinger.
Oh, right. And then there's this other super successful YouTuber, Twitch streamer.
Are you me?
Twitch streamer, Minecraft content creator named Dream.
I saw this and I
Yes.
said, who is this? I don't know who this person is, but they're very famous.
Yes, yeah. It has 30 million subscribers on YouTube alone and went viral.
I love that I have no idea who this person is.
It's wild how many different sides of social media there are, because I had never heard of him either, but 30 million subscribers.
Yeah, and you're on the internet stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You watch things.
Oh, yeah. But my
I don't.
algorithm just swerves him the other direction.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when you're like, you have to know this TikToker. I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about. You're like, but I know them, so you have to know. No, our our algorithms are so different.
It's wild. So he got really famous for his videos on his speed skills of world building in Minecraft. So he does Minecraft content.
Okay, so that's why I don't know.
Yeah, and he has always worn a mask to cover his face so that no one knows who he is or what he looks like. And there, of course, have been rumors of who he is and allegedly leaked photos of him, but nothing has ever been confirmed. Well, a little while ago, he announced that he'd be revealing his face and got everyone super amped up for it. And then on October 2nd, he finally posted a video titled "Hi, I'm Dream," where for the first time ever, he removed his mask and showed his face. And I thought he was very handsome.
I saw that the internet was split.
The internet was brutal. Like again, as a gay woman, but I can recognize aesthetically pleasing men. I thought he was aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. Also, if you don't find him attractive, shut your mouth. There's no reason to put that out there.
Yeah, it's so rude. So, yeah, I mean, he kind of looked a little bit like an F-boy. Like, he looked like a TikTok F-boy, but, still attractive. I didn't see anything wrong with him. He was a little cutie, but the internet tore into him. So according to
what a terrible thing.
I know,
I'm so mad for him.
He's been like amping this up for basically like a year that he was going to reveal and then literally maybe an hour or two after he revealed, according to BuzzFeed News, he's ugly and hashtag put the mask back on started trending on Twitter. So.
Wow, he for so long was probably really scared to show his face, and you guys are the reason why. Stop being buttheads. I've been having this argument consistently for the past few weeks. It's not hard to be a good person. A lot of people disagree with me, apparently. But your dog is in here.
Yeah.
I was like, what was that noise? Sorry. Yeah, stop being pieces of dog poop, please. Everyone.
Please.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
No.
It's not hard.
Nah. He thankfully said it didn't bother him at all. We all know that it did. It always hurts everyone's feelings. But he was very nice about it and said it didn't bother him. He said, there's going to be bad people that are going to be mean, so I didn't take it to heart. And then he said, I expected stuff like that. And he explained the reason that he was finally ready to reveal his face is because he wanted to finally get out in the world. He was like, I have all these people that want to collab with me and I keep having to say no. Because how are you going to show up to someone's house to collab with them in your mask and never take it off? And he was like, I couldn't trust anyone. People kept trying to leak photos of me. I want to be able to collab. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to meet these friends that I've made on the internet for years now. And I want to be my authentic self. And so then for him to take off his mask and then put the mask back on, started trending. I'm like, ugh, that poor kid.
His life is going to change drastically now, though. He doesn't even realize it. Like, going to the grocery store is going to be a completely different event for him.
Well, and he said he wants to pursue acting a little bit too. So,
all right.
So apparently he's like ready for the fame. Like that's what he wants.
I don't think anyone's ever actually ready.
Right.
There's not a no.
Yeah. Yep.
All
right. So that was it for that one.
All right.
We got it.
Well, I'm happy for him that he is at a place where he could reveal his face, and I'm mad that not everyone. I'm mad that there were mean people out there.
Right. Yeah. I cannot see the time.
You know what? Let's check to see if we have a sponsor for today. Sponsor. And we're back.
P.S. May I just...
Post-septum.
Yepers.
Pre-serial killer.
Oh. We claim the rights on that.
Plump. Sorry.
Plump. Spatula.
Snoop.
What was I gonna say?
P.S.
Oh, I wanted to say when we were talking about the Miranda show, this was, and I don't think we really had time to talk about it. This was the first time that I got stopped and asked for photos and people knew who I was. And it was the sweetest thing. It was so, whoever you were, thank you for making my life. Literally was like, Mom. No, I wasn't. I was like, Emma, best friend.
Relax, Em.
No, it was so cute. Were you not excited the first time that you got asked for pictures and stuff?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember the first time.
I don't think I'm going to forget that. That was really cute.
Well, good. I'm glad you had your moment.
So, anyway, just wanted to say thank you for being nice.
Yeah. Oh, and everyone that did take a picture with me, you were very respectful, and I appreciate your existence.
Yeah.
On my live stream, people were like, can we take pictures with you, Sue? And I was like, not during the show.
Yeah.
And not if I'm peeing or pooping. And people abide by those rules. It was really nice. People were really nice.
Did a good job.
Yeah. And that just makes me want to meet people more. When people are respectful like that, I'm like, oh yeah. But then there's that one who will just shove phones in your face or like say rude things or whatever, and then it ruins it. But anyway, everyone who I met, thank you. You were really nice. Love you.
Yeah, very sweet people. Okay, so Kanye West, who is consistently screwing up, this week
he's one you guys can cancel. That's fine.
Yeah, this week was worse than normal. So let's start off by addressing the fact that he was wearing a White Lives Matter shirt at a modeling show.
Nope.
And he tried to defend his choice in attire because the internet came for him and a lot of people unfollowed him. Like a lot of people that had stuck with him through the controversy, they were like, okay, especially a lot of people in the Black community.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how this didn't happen sooner because, he like voted for Trump and stuff, but like.
I thought he voted for himself.
Well, he was in support of Trump for a very
long
time.
He was endorsing Trump, yes.
Yeah. But apparently this was a final straw for a lot of people. So he went on to the Tucker Carlson show. Tucker Carlson is a commentator for Fox News.
Yeah.
Terrible person. Went on his show.
She said terrible person, in case you didn't catch that.
I regret nothing. And so he went on his show on Thursday night, and when Carlson asked why he chose to wear that outfit, he said, I wore it because it's the obvious thing. The answer to why I wore White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do, saying that he wore it because white lives do matter. And then he said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny.
Black people are dying and are still looked down upon as less than. And you think it's funny. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
You know what's like not funny? Police officers kneeling on people until they suffocate to death.
That's not funny.
Or shooting people while they're sleeping in their bed at home peacefully.
Yeah, and being like, oh, whoopsie.
That to me just isn't hilarious, but apparently Kanye just thinks it's a whopping good time. So yeah, even though, and like, I have a lot of opinions on this, but like the fact that Black people and like the Black community are twice as likely to be murdered by police officers than white people, like what part of that is hilarious to you?
I truly think it's they like don't understand. They truly don't want to understand what the Black Lives Matter movement is.
Well, they want to be selfish and narcissistic.
Yes.
And like I'm
saying they're purposely not understanding what it is.
Oh yeah. That's the whole thing behind this is like, that's one of my favorite analogies for people that don't understand it. And when I've had to have these arguments with people and they're clearly not willing to listen to, reason and whatever, this is the analogy I give them. If you walk into a doctor's office and you broke your arm and you go over to the doctor and you say, hey, I broke my arm. this bone in particular is broken. I need to fix it. The doctor wouldn't look you up and down and say, well, why would you tell me that? All of your bones matter. Like, this is the one that's broken.
Yes.
Of course, all of my bones matter. But
yes.
This is the one that's broken. This is the one we need to fix.
Yes.
So, of course, white lives matter too. Of course, everyone's lives matter. But the Black community and the Black lives are the ones that are being broken right now. So that's the one.
We're the ones that need to help.
Yes.
Yes.
We need to use our privilege to help and like amplify their voices. And it's just like, especially for a Black man to wear a shirt that tears down.
I think he's just so disconnected from reality. He's rich and famous.
Yeah.
And he does have mental illnesses, but that's still not an excuse to be a bad person and promote the wrong things. But he's just so disconnected. He's one of those people, I'm speculating, it's allegedly, I have no idea, but it's one of those people where if he doesn't see it with his own two eyes, he's not going to believe it. And there's no way for him to see that or experience it because he's famous.
How could you not, though? Like that, in college, I took a course and it was something about basically how the development of cameras and videos changed our history and our politics forever. And it always will be because
though I said, it's not if he can see a video of it, but he's someone that needs to experience it.
God, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like I
don't want him to experience. I don't want him to experience racism and stuff.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I just don't think he's going to.
I'm sure. Like again, I don't know. I'm speculating, but I cannot imagine he made it through his entire life, especially with his background, and he didn't experience it. So, like, is he just that
he might be someone that's like, well, I got out of it, so you all should do that too.
Oh, right. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I've also heard another analogy. I've never heard the broken bone ones, but I've heard that, like, when a house is on fire and everyone's, like, trying to using their hoses to put out the fire, and the next door neighbor is using their hose to just water their house.
Right.
And they're like, can you spray the house that's on fire? And they go, well, my house matters too.
Right.
It's like, yeah, your house isn't burning down right now.
Right.
This house is burning down.
Right.
So focus. All the houses in the neighborhood matter.
Right.
The one that's on fire needs the help.
Or you wouldn't walk into like a breast cancer fundraiser and be like, well, liver cancer matters too.
Yeah. So I've had that happen. My sister does childhood cancer fundraisers every year, and people get mad at her. They're like, why haven't you done a diabetes one? And she was like, I'm doing this.
Right.
And like, but that does happen. People are that narrow-minded, selfish to be like, this good thing is happening. No.
Right. Well, it's just like how people view feminism sometimes too, is they're like, oh, all feminists think that women are better, or people who are feminists think women are better than men, and they want women to have more rights than men, and they want to push down men. No.
It's everyone's goal in all of this is equality.
Yep. Is to make sure everyone is exactly on the same playing field. And right now our prison systems are set up so that Black people are purposely incarcerated at a higher rate so that we can use them for free slave labor. And they're targeted by the police. They're being shot in their beds. 12-year-olds are being killed at parks. And it's just like, I'm sorry, but like, this is not happening to any other community. So this is who we need to focus on right now. And it's so infuriating seeing someone of his status, especially being a man from the Black community.
Yes.
Doing something so utterly harmful and disrespectful.
Yes.
So you're done. Like, this is beyond, to me, in my opinion, this is beyond mental illness.
Yeah.
This is purposeful
ignorance. Wants the attention. He wants...
Oh,
it's like, that's what it seems like.
Well, and I think that's what, and like, in my opinion, that's what this is he's not really producing music anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, his documentary is out and over. He got divorced from the Kardashians, so he doesn't really have that avenue anymore. So I'm wondering if, like, he's doing this to just stay relevant, but it's like you're literally killing people in the process with your opinions in order to stay relevant when you have millions of dollars.
Yeah. Hundreds of millions.
Yeah. It's just, it's sad and infuriating. And then on Saturday night, he tweeted out, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh. This was last night. He said, the funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic, and for our young listeners, that means like anti-Jewish.
You're racist against Jews.
Yeah. I can't be anti-Semitic because Black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
So he just... No.
He just threatened to go DEFCON 3, whatever that means, on
that is murder.
I assume on the entire Jewish population, and then said, but wait,
you can't say it's a hate crime.
Because all black people are Jewish?
No.
How did he get there? So Twitter...
What in the world? Did they ban him?
Yeah,
Good.
Twitter removed it for violating their policies, and they locked his account. So they didn't delete his account, but they locked his account. And people are assuming this tweet is in response to Mark Zuckerberg, who was raised Jewish. So Mark Zuckerberg owns Meta, who owns Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter and Instagram, I think.
They don't own Twitter.
Just Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Mark Zuckerberg, who was raised Jewish, took action against Kanye a little while ago on his Instagram. So apparently Instagram deleted content from Kanye's Instagram page and restricted the account after he posted a screenshot of a message he had sent Diddy, which is, another rapper, where he implied that Diddy was being controlled by shadowy, powerful Jewish people. So,
what in the world? He shouldn't have a platform anymore.
No.
He's very mentally unstable and evil-spirited. He should not have a platform anymore.
Yeah.
It's over the point where it's funny. Like, it was never funny, but it's over the point where, like, anyone who's just like, oh, he's just doing it for attention, or like, ha ha ha, it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
It's not worth our energy anymore to give him a platform.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what he did this week.
Great. I'm looking at the time. What is it? Okay, let's check to see. Is that it for that? Him?
For that one, yeah.
I'm done with him.
Yeah.
All right, great. Let's check to see if we have another sponsor for today. Sponsor. All right.
Okay, so 2 of the TryGuys, you know how we talked about last week, the TryGuys with the whole cheating scandal and everything?
Yes.
So 2 of the TryGuys have a podcast together, and they revealed more information about everything that happened with Ned and the cheating and the producer. And in case you've been living under a rock, TryGuys, 4 of them, one of them was cheating with a producer, got kicked out, so now there's 3 of them left. And so the things that were revealed on this podcast episode. According to Zach, he said, we shared with Ned what our statement was going to be, but we did not have insight as to what his statement was going to be. So they shared their YouTube video statement beforehand, which is very nice. They didn't have to do that. They said before the news was public, the remaining TryGuys told their staff that Ned was stepping away and would be removed from the videos, but that they could not tell them or viewers why, because they were legally bound not to until the review was concluded. Keith admitted after finding out about Ned cheating that Ned's actions that he basically went on this rant to everyone about how his actions would jeopardize any future business dealings for the other members. And he said, if this kills the brand in a horrible way, will that bleed over? I was so worried that it was going to hurt other people in their careers or our public image and all this other stuff, and that it was a lot of guilt and fear I carried. And without naming names, Zach confirmed that people involved have received death threats as a result of the controversy.
I kind of believe that because of the internet.
Right. Okay. It's cheating. It's horrible. It's inexcusable.
Death
He
threats
messed
not
up.
allowed.
Are you that invested in someone else's relationship that you're going to death threat them?
Relax. I wouldn't even death threat someone that I love, like, who got cheated on. Like, that's
weird.
Yeah.
Find something else to do.
No.
And then when asked whether there was a world in which Ned would be able to return to the TryGuys, if this news had not gone public, Zach and Keith immediately said no. They said it's a workplace violation. It would be mean to all of the people in our office. They would know that we were, in the face of everything, not being true to who we say we are and our values. And then they confirmed that they will not be introducing a 4th TryGuy.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't want to replace.
Yeah.
They're like, that's weird. So they're just going to remain 3 TryGuys.
Okay.
For the foreseeable future.
Okay, then.
Yep. Short news story. You remember that cute little moment where Kylie Jenner had her baby and named him Wolf and then said, psych, take it back. We were just kidding. We're changing his name and we're not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Well, some girl on TikTok cracked the code.
The TikTokers. And I would never go to the FBI to solve anything.
No.
You go to bored girls sitting in their dorm who have nothing to do.
It was like some 19-year-old girl on TikTok.
Yeah. Yep, it's always the college age. They're like, I'm going to do anything but my thesis statement.
Well, and she literally said, she was like, yeah, I woke up this morning, I was bored, I didn't have anything to do.
Yep, there
like,
it is.
I was like, get it. So she was looking at trademarks because when the Kardashians and Jenners,
Smart.
a lot of celebrities do this. Like people knew Blue Ivy's name before she was born because Beyonce and Jay-Z trademarked it. So
Wow.
a lot of celebrities do this when they're about to have kids. They'll trademark their name so that the kids can use them for future brands. So she was looking at trademarks, and apparently Kylie applied for the trademark Kristen, Kristan, for future labels having to do with baby products, clothing, and loungewear. And she filed for this 13 days after her son was born. And it was after she announced that she was changing his name. And then she found that Kylie also applied for the trademark Kristen Wolf Enterprises.
Oh.
Yeah. And this company will produce action figure toys, baby clothes, dolls, and doll accessories. And the family has not made any comments about this revelation yet.
Wow.
Kristen, that's such like
It's really close to Tristan.
that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
I'm wondering if she's honoring her mom somehow.
Oh,
Chris.
yeah. Probably.
Because it's such like I love the name Kristen. I have nothing wrong with it, but for a Jenner and a Kardashian, that's a very strange name.
Yeah.
Like a common name
Like
to choose.
Stormy and then
Kristen. True North. Kristen. Like it.
Yeah.
Maybe I think she's honoring her mom. And then last short news story before we get into our positive moments.
Oh, I need a moment.
We need a moment. Last week we talked about how Dua Lipa and Trevor Noah might be dating because they were spotted on what looked like a date. They allegedly kissed. Well, she went on her podcast last week and she said, "For me, this is the first year I've not been in a relationship for a very long time. It's been really great to just be alone and only think about myself and kind of be quite selfish, which I've never really had the opportunity to do. But when you find someone that really softens and calms you down, it makes a big difference." So basically confirming that she's in a relationship with him.
All right. Cute. I hope they're happy.
Yeah, they seem cute together.
All right. I want my positive moment.
Okay, positive moments.
Positive moment. Yeah.
Why are we always on point?
We have one brain.
Yeah, one brain cell that just hops back
Boo,
and
boo,
forth.
boo, boo, boo.
Okay, so the White House has released its new nutrition plan. $8 billion is being allocated towards increasing access to free school meals, reducing food waste, and encouraging farms to donate fresh produce to local food banks. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's called the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and this is really good because 1 in 10 Americans say that they don't have enough food to eat. And obviously that affects the LGBTQ plus community, minorities way more than it does than other people. Oh, especially
Rich white people.
Yeah. I was like, how do I put that nicely?
I'll say it.
Yeah. So, being hungry and not having a lot of access to food disproportionately affects people of color, queer people, military veterans, older adults, people living in rural areas, disabled people, and chronically ill people. So this program is specifically built to try and combat that. In this week's episode of Why the F Does This Not Already Exist?
Yes, please.
It's brilliant. Literally, I read this and I needed a second. A Scottish nightclub is going to start transitioning to thermal energy instead of traditional gas boilers by harnessing the heat radiating off of its dancers and converting it to an energy source. And they're going to reduce their carbon footprint by 70 tons per year through this method. So basically they had this engineering company, create a dance floor that absorbs body heat from the dancers. You know, when the club's booming.
I get hot up on that dance floor.
That's what I was saying.
Like, you could power, I don't even know, the White House with how much heat I radiate when I'm dancing.
Put on Mr. Brightside and I will light up a neighborhood. Like,
listen, put on It's Raining Men after midnight in a lesbian club. Yeah. We'll never run out of power.
Like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
But how does this not already exist? So I'm just going to again, one brain cell. So I'm just going to say what they say because I can't explain science that well. So I'm just going to repeat what the article says. But the thermal energy is channeled via a carrier fluid to a deep borehole 650 feet underground where it's charged like a thermal battery before being pumped back up to provide heating and AC to the club. So, and the engineer that designed it said if you got a big DJ absolutely slamming bass lines and making everyone jump up and down, you could be generating 500 to 600 watts of thermal energy.
Okay, so one thing. This is amazing and I love this and everyone should do it. And let's power the world through dance.
Dance.
Just dance your heart away. I have no idea what it's tons and watts, how much that does.
I literally typed into Google 600 watts. What does that mean? And it was just like 600 watts is good for your household. No one could explain. I
was like, does that power a lamp?
Light bulb? Or,
what are we doing? Is that a whole house, like a mansion's AC unit? What is it? You got to tell me. I need to
We're going to leave it
someone tell
them
us.
To Google.
So you tell me how much I need to turn a light bulb on.
Yeah.
To air condition a normal size house
for like 3 hours.
What's your refrigerator need?
Oh.
Tell me
a load of laundry.
Yeah, tell me these watts. Tell me these moments.
Help us out.
One brain cell. It's currently not in either brain. It's just hovering right here. The hyperactivity got to it and it's just floating away. The battery on this camera is gonna die, so we could check to see if we have another sponsor for today.
Oh, okay.
Sponsor. Yeah, baba sisa boom 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 soo. Rachel Wentling's not coming anymore.
That hurts my feelings. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Positive moment to help you feel better about that.
Positive mama.
Australian officials have committed to preserving 30% of the continent's land mass in a natural state for conservation to protect endangered species.
Love it. Protect them.
Protect them.
Protect.
Yeah. So the Australia's environmental minister said the Threatened Species Action Plan strengthens our commitment to stopping the extinction of Australia's plants and animals. Based on input from researchers and experts from the community, this plan identifies 20 priority places, 110 priority species, and will guide recovery actions that will benefit a broad range of threatened species and habitats.
Good job, Australia.
Good job. Okay, this one was really cute. In Wales, a local schoolgirl's cat sometimes follows her onto campus. So she's 7 years old. Her name is Chloe Roberts. The girl, not the cat. The cat's name is Ziggy. I realized I phrased that weirdly. Ziggy likes to regularly accompany his older sister to school. And at first, the school would try and shoo the cat back home, but eventually just gave up because Ziggy just kept showing up every day and finding a way to sneak in.
Yeah.
So he's kind of become this mascot for the school. And so when Ziggy makes it onto school grounds, he'll walk around and visit the various classrooms. He'll sleep on the books, and he even goes and visits the headmaster every day.
Oh my God.
Right?
Making his rounds.
Right? And the school at this point has just accepted him. Well, one day he showed up last week, and it happened to be school picture day. And so
they did a picture.
Yeah. After watching his sister Chloe hop up on the stool and look at the camera and smile, he literally, there's a video of it, he waited in line and waited till it was his turn to go up to the stool. No one put him up there or patted the stool. He just hopped on up, sat down, and looked right at the camera. So they took his picture, and then they sent it home with Chloe's school pictures.
I have a feeling that this cat was someone else in a past life. I don't know if I believe in reincarnation, but this cat is not just a normal cat.
No. It's like some bored human that's like, God, I need an ounce of serotonin today.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so fun.
It was very cute.
I love that.
Okay, for the first time in 70 years, 70, cheetahs have been spotted roaming around India again. So the Indian government, they imported a bunch of them to try and revitalize the population because they had gone completely extinct in India. So they shipped a bunch of them in. They've been working on this breeding program like in one of their national parks that's secured to try and, bring the population back. And they're doing really well and it's really successful, but they're terrified of poachers like the Indian government is. So they hired 6 German shepherds to patrol the grounds of the 80,000-acre Kuno National Park for signs of poachers. So Asian News International reported that the dogs are undergoing a 7-month training program at the Tibetan Border Police Force's National Training Center for Dogs, where they'll hone in their tracking skills and obedience. And Elu, the German Shepherd, and her teammates will be taught to sniff out tiger bones, elephant tusks, and other highly trafficked wild parts. So basically, I don't think they can sniff out the poachers, but they sniff out what the poachers leave behind and can track them.
Oh. So smart.
Smart.
I like smart.
And last positive news. A study out of the UK found that Gen Zers are more sober than any other generation, thanks to a deeper understanding of how drinking can impact health and life.
Love that.
Right.
They're probably also smoking more weed,
Well,
which is fine.
yeah.
But wait till your brain's fully developed.
Yes.
Because it can cause paranoia.
And do it legally.
Always legal.
PSA.
PSA. Pacific serotonin
Abnormalities.
yeah.
Pacific serotonin abnormalities. I'm getting that on a throw pillow. All right. Do we have time for one question?
Yes.
Burped into my mic. My bad. Oh, there it is. Okay.
What's the question?
All right. If you could only choose one superpower, what would it be?
To heal.
Would you like to reconsider? Oh, like to heal other people?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant to, like, anytime you got a paper cut, you could be like, and just like heal it.
No,
I'm
to
like,
heal
come
other
on.
people. Just like,
Okay.
Dunk, you're healed.
Okay. All right.
I also, but then selfishly, would go either invisibility.
Why, you creep?
So I don't have to talk to people.
I love that.
What, teleportation?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Or, see, flying would be fun, but I feel like it would be as much effort as running.
Well, I feel like it'd get old.
Yeah, and like you can't fly with people.
Why?
Well, like if I carried you, what if I dropped you? I'd be so sad. Because I don't know.
We'll build a harness.
Oh, okay.
Like a little baby Bjorn?
Yeah. But I would, if I did teleportation, that's the one where you just show up in other places, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'd want to be, if I grab someone, I would go with them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. All right.
Because like I don't want to do these superpowers by myself.
No.
I want a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a Reddit thread one time, and I'm just now realizing that's where that name came from. Reddit. I read it. That clicked.
I love when things click.
Right. Oh my
when
God.
I was a kid, Payless Shoe Stores, Payless Shoe Stores. I was just like, that's a name. And then one day I was like, you pay less for shoes.
Yeah.
I love when it clicks.
I saw a Reddit thread that said the best superpower that you can have is the power of duplication. So you can duplicate anything you want. So like if someone gives you a dollar bill, you can just duplicate it and have as much money as you want. You can always duplicate like food or cars or like.
It's very materialistic. Yeah.
Yeah. But then with all like, I would just duplicate like if I like your Tessie, I would just duplicate your Tessie and then sell them. And then I could use that money to go and travel or do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really smart. Duplicate yourself. You wouldn't have to go to work.
No, God, the world doesn't need more of me.
Well,
I am humble enough to know that. One of me, amazing, perfect, show-stopping, never been done before, and never needs to be done again.
you don't want a little Rachel running around?
No, I don't have children.
Well, yeah.
I have no desire to reproduce from this.
Ugh, I want to be pregnant so bad.
I have no desire to be pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be pregnant for you.
Yeah.
And then you take the baby because I don't want the baby.
I like the baby, but I don't want it when it's like 8. Then you take it back.
Oh my God. I'll take it back.
Are
when
we
it's
having
6.
a kid together? Wait.
Breaking news.
Let's have a kid together. This would work.
We've already talked about how we're going to have not a compound, a commune. No, that's also bad. What's it? That's not bad. Is that?
I'm starting a cult.
Okay. False. Allegedly. We're going to buy a giant home or a series of homes. I'm going to be everyone's surrogate because I want to be pregnant so bad, but I don't want to take care of the babies.
Yes.
Joy is going to take care of the babies and Abby because she loves babies. She loves babies and she's really good with babies.
Why can't I take care of babies? I like babies.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. I will be the surrogate and carry the babies. You 3 will take care of the babies.
Joy doesn't like babies. They have too much snot, apparently.
Well, then she's in charge of all of the dogs and
Perfect.
and cooking. Her and Abby have to rotate cooking. And I will provide the entertainment with my sparkling personality. And when they all turn 5, that's where I'm going to come on in and just tear it up.
That's such a dad thing of you to do.
Yeah. Yep.
What if you hate being pregnant?
I don't think I will. I will love the attention. And I like the thought.
There is no one on earth that loves attention more than you. And one of my best friends is JoJo, and my sister is Colleen.
I feel like I'm on par with JoJo.
You are on par with JoJo.
I feel like she's a little more than me. Maybe she just has more confidence than me.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then like feeling it move around inside. Oh, I love watching those videos.
It's a parasite. It's taking all the calcium from your body.
But then I'm gonna cross my legs so they cut it out because I'm scared to push it out. So
I don't care about that.
But then I heard the recovery is really bad. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Details. I'll draft something with my lawyer. Okay. Anyway,
I think that's gonna be it for today.
We should just start calling the beginning and the end of the podcast segments sleepovers with friends. Because all we do is sit around and gossip and talk about stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just us on the normal.
Yeah.
You call it brainstorming.
It is. Work hours. Billable.
That's going to be it for today. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please keep listening to us. We apologize if you hate us, but not really.
Nah.
You're welcome for this moment. And that's it. I love you guys. You're wonderful, beautiful. Do you have anything to say?
Love you.
Bye. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of All Things Internet. Please make sure to like and follow our podcast on whichever platform you're currently listening to it on. And make sure to follow us at Podcast ATI on Twitter, where you can ask questions and get the latest updates on our show. We love you. Thanks for listening. I'm Rachel Ballinger, and this has been All Things Internet.